Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, and we are here with our Rise of Heroes tribe where Wolven has found herself with a bit of an interesting situation. She actually ended up being taken by surprise by a rogue male who is actually the skeleton here. She gave him a nice solid slap after he snuck up on her, but he has left her with a baby on the way, and I feel like she's feeling a little bit, maybe a little bit silly, or maybe a little bit guilty perhaps for not having noticed him, because she's supposed to be a defender and she failed to defend her tribe, and so now she's not quite sure what she's going to do. She wasn't expecting to be left with a baby to care for, and so she's kind of slipped off by herself to this secluded nest, and we'll have to see what the baby ends up, what genetics the baby ends up having when she gives birth on the next turn. But I'm pretty sure mostly everyone over here has finished their move. We've also seen a bit of a surprising friendship develop between Kirnu and this friendly bearyena who seems unwilling to leave his side, and perhaps that's because this bearyena was there when Kirnu's mate actually passed away, and they kind of, in a strange way, I think, have bonded over that. They both were a little bit lonely, and they found quite a strong companionship with each other, I think, and are both quite determined defenders of the tribe, too. I feel like this bearyena might look up to Kirnu just a little bit, and in the way that he's defended his tribe and is prepared to fight even to the death if that was what it would come to in order to protect them. And so they've kind of formed a bit of an unlikely friendship, even though we haven't found a mate for this bearyena just yet. And then we are trying to have Kokoro and Melody have a baby with wings, perhaps, even though there is a chance of the baby being a little bit sick, but unfortunately Haro does not have the wings at all. He does, however, have this nice big body, which is definitely something we want to pass on to the tribe if possible. And I think that's pretty much all. I don't think Hope and Quinn over here have very much that they can do either. I think that's pretty much everyone. Piper, I guess, could clear away a little grass, although we don't want to remove too much. We still want to have places to hide if we need to. But with that said, I'm a little uneasy because we haven't seen a killer bearyena recently. And we did also have Roku, who was born in the episode before last. And it seems his mother, Rochelle, thought he was worthy of such a mighty name, and perhaps worried that he would have to lead the tribe through great disaster, so she gave him a mighty name in hopes that he would live up to it, perhaps. But he also follows in the footsteps of his father, Neek, who is a mighty warrior who defeated our first killer bearyena, and so the fact that we haven't seen one in a while makes me a little uneasy. We'll go ahead, though, and we'll start a new day here, and hopefully I haven't spoken too soon about the tribe being a little bit of a peaceful state here. There goes... Oh, it looks like the friendly bearyena has headed off somewhere. Does he see something, perhaps? Honestly, I feel like Kirnu would be kind of intrigued, and would maybe call Zan over here to mind the berry bush, and would follow his friend and wonder, perhaps, if this friendly bearyena has something to show him here. He may just be hunting the bunnies, although he did find a nest. And speaking of nests, I feel like Wolven would kind of just slip into the grass here. She doesn't want to leave a totally clear path, but she's going to clear quite a bit of it, so that if she has to run, she has somewhere she can go. Oh, and this little bunny has darted right up to Azurai and Piper. I don't know. Oh yeah, Piper is strong enough to be able to kill the bunny, so that's good. I don't think I'm going to breed them right away, though, because, oh, we can definitely have Ursula come after this bunny, though. But I don't think I'm going to breed them right away because they're still pretty young, and I think we've got some time. Let's have Puma actually gather up that that bunny meat there, and then we may want to look into breeding perhaps some of our bearyena creatures here, because a lot of them are starting to get a little bit older, especially Puma. Puma only has 7 days left, and so if we do want to find him a mate, it would have to be soon. I do think, though, Condor would find herself drawn back this way again, and would kind of head off on her own. She likes to be alone. She's a little bit solitary. Let's see if perhaps Ren could come and dig up this this root here, and then maybe make his way towards a little nest. Isn't that just perfect? Because he and, not Rochelle, but he and Blaze have actually started up a bit of a friendship that may be turning into something more, and so perhaps this would be the nest they would choose to use if they do end up having babies here. We also have Rochelle, who's getting a lot older. She's only got 2 days left, and I think Roku senses that. He knows she's feeling a little bit weaker, and he wants to stay with her as she does get older. But I think she is preparing to actually gather, as is the custom of the tribe, some of these poison berries. And so I think we'll have her settle down over here so that on her next turn, she can gather up as many of them as possible. Let's also have little Haro step out of the nest. And we'll let Melody gather some of this. Where is that bunny stealing from? I don't actually know. We'll have to see, because I definitely hear it stealing something. It might be this one. Or is there something up here? I don't actually know. Most of these are poison berry bushes. But let's have you. You already gathered from there. Oops, he shouldn't probably actually step away. But let's see if Eden can make her way this way. That is a poison berry bush. There's a bunny headed off this direction, though, and these guys did find... Oh, and that bunny wandered a little too close. Although they aren't quite following their guidelines of not leaving meat out, it seems. They've gotten a little complacent in such a time of peace. And let's see if Fauna may slip down here, kind of make a bit of a path, and kind of just explore around. Tara also has been exploring. We're not going to leave her under the coconut tree, don't worry. But I think she might reunite with Fauna here and just see if they can find anything there. Meanwhile, oh, this is probably where... Oh, Quinn, they took your berries again. Don't worry, Hope will avenge you and gather up that bunny meat for you so that you guys have something to eat, even if it's not quite the berries you like so much. Let's leave that grass there just in case somebody has to step into it to hide, though. And I think we've actually taken over quite a large portion of this island. It's pretty good, honestly. But I do think Aluka might continue to kind of slip away and see if he can find anything down here. And what do we actually need to do to unlock the... Where is it? The scorpion tail. Oh, we'd have to spend time in a hot climate. What about the toxic body? We have to perform collect on toxic berry bushes. Well, we might be able to get that at some point, especially if we do have our creatures tend to collect from them on their last days. Let's actually see if Azrai here can gather up that last little root as well. And let's go ahead and we'll start a new day, I think, and we'll actually see here what Wolven's baby looks like. So let's see. Okay, we have a little boy by the looks of it, and he actually seems pretty strong. His name is Tata, but we'll probably change that. He does have the big body, which I don't know who he got that from, but he also has C and H immunity, which actually... I wonder if he may have been the surprising... Oh no, and I think our baby here, Vanuku, is sick. Oh no. Let's have you quickly snatch that bunny. Before it slips away, you can quickly snatch up your berries, but I wanted to see where are our female hybrids. So Ursula has H and C, so they wouldn't be able to breed because he has the same genes. But we do have Tara, who has D and G, and Fauna, who has D and G. And what about Condor? Condor has H and C, which is probably for the best because I don't think she really wants to settle down at this point. She may end up being kind of a wanderer her whole life and an explorer a little bit. So let's actually bring Hope up here where she can keep an eye on the area. And I think we'll bring Puma over here. Kearney was kind of just following his bearyena friend around for the time being. Puma can make his way back this way or maybe a little deeper into the woods at least. Or the grass, and maybe Zan will follow him a little bit, and we'll have Eden and Luca here kind of explore around. Now, I don't think we'll probably have them end up breeding because they are fairly similar in immunity. They do have one gene in common, but possibly if we needed to, we could try, although we would risk having sick babies. So I feel like Wolven would quietly try and perhaps clear a path back this way. Perhaps not realizing that Azrai is over here digging for roots just on the other side of this grass. Where is a bunny stealing from us? Right here! Are you kidding? Oh man! let's have Fauna try and snatch this bunny up if possible. There we go. And you can gather up that one remaining berry there before the bunny snatches that one too. Now, normally I think we'd have Roku gather up that meat, but today I think we'll have Ursula do it because Roku's mother, Rochelle, is actually about to pass away, and it is her time to gather up these poison berries, and I think he would want to stay right by her side through that as she uses her last turns, as is the custom, to support the tribe by doing something that ordinarily they wouldn't be able to do. Now, I think Ren is going to settle down kind of near this coconut tree, perhaps, and we'll let them, or actually we should bring Ren over here to dig, and we'll let Blaze kind of settle down in that nest, perhaps try it out for size and see if it's comfortable. Perhaps Hope would want to investigate and see who's here, but it's just Condor, nothing to worry about there. She's not any danger to the tribe, of course. And Azrai might hear a little bit of a sound this way and kind of inch his way through the grass towards Wolven here, not quite sure. And perhaps Piper would wonder where her eventual mate is going as well, and kind of follow him to clear the way through this grass. Perhaps surprising Wolven and her little baby Tata, who actually, let's go ahead and give him his name. Perhaps surprising them as they make their way through, because I don't think that's quite what they expected. Now, honestly, I think a good name for him is Glenn, because he was born in a little bit of this kind of this secluded area, and that's always what I think of when I think of a Glen, is a secluded kind of, a little bit of a secluded Glen. Now, we do have, oh, you can get this bunny, or not quite, perhaps. Melody, why don't you try and finish that bunny off? And we have to be very careful because Vonku here has that double B immunity. Now, I think Kokoro had better be the one to watch him because he has the immunity B, or he's completely immune to that sickness, but we'll bring Haro over here to mind the berry bush, and that way nobody should get sick from Vonku while he's young. Now, he does have the wing, but I don't think it would be worth breeding him with Melody, or for one thing that's a little weird, but for another, that's just asking for more trouble. We do want to try and get a double-winged creature, but I don't think it's going to be worth putting the tribe in that much danger from sickness. So let's also see if Aluka can continue his quest to the secluded little peninsula, and it sounds like there might be something he could gather from down here, actually. Because I did hear a bunny stealing something. Let's go ahead, though, and we'll start a new day because it does seem like we've used up pretty much all of our moves. And we will bid farewell to Rochelle, brave Rochelle, who was the mate of Neek and the mother of Roku. And generally such a brave creature because she's been through a lot, but she persisted and she was able to bring Roku and safely back to the tribe and raise her other two children as well. She's done a remarkable job, but it is time to bid her farewell, unfortunately. Oh, goodbye to Rochelle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it's just a normal bearyena, I think. There's nothing else we should be alerted to? No, there's not. We're okay. So, let's see here. Unfortunately, right by little Vonku. So I think we'll move Vonku over here, and we'll have Kokoro step over here to protect. We'll let Haro gather from here. Where are those bunnies? There's another bunny. Oh no, Hope. Hope, you let it steal his berries. Oh, poor Quinn. He just can't catch a break. But I feel like Condor might kind of wander over and offer to keep an eye out just for a little bit here. And there is another bunny sneaking in this way, so perhaps we'll snatch that one up as well. But let's get some of our defenders over here as quickly as possible, and I think, well, as quickly as possible may not actually be all that fast. I shouldn't have moved her over there. Let's bring Ursula here and let her take a hearty swipe at that bearyena. She actually, oh my goodness, she almost finished it off, and in fact, I don't know if we could get Roku over there. Oh, we just barely can't, but Melody herself might be able to do quite a bit of damage here. Although, oh no, we have left Ursula right next to Vonku, though. That's no good. What does she have immunity to? She's got immunity to H. Ooh. we're risking quite a lot. We can't risk Melody getting sick, so we'll have to bring her back here and let her breed with Kokoro because she'll have to nest on the next turn. Haro really can't do anything either. Is there any other defender who could make it back pretty quickly? Possibly Kirnu, if we light the way. Oh, that's a poison berry bush, though. Somebody would have to run over here, and I think that might be Azurai, because he is the closest thing we have right here. How far can Kirnu go? Oh, I don't know if he can actually make it. Let's have Piper run up to try and help as well, and just kind of light the way. He might be able to make it, maybe. But I actually know he's not going to. Oh, no. Oh, hopefully Ursula won't take too much damage, but I think she should be all right, I hope. We'll let her face down the bearyena, but somebody does have to make sure that it's not going to attack Vonku, because he may end up being our only winged creature if both of these guys pass away. So I think Haro would want to take the risk and jump in here as well, although that does mean there's a chance he might get sick. Hopefully Kirnu won't end up in too much danger either. I don't know where our friendly bearyena went either. He kind of just disappeared off into the woods, so I don't know if we'll see him again. Perhaps he'll appear to guide Wolven and Glenn back on their journey at some point. We'll have to see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay. How many more creatures do we have left to move? Hopefully not a lot, because that was not my intention. And yeah, I don't think we have many left to move. But we've got to keep a huge eye out, because if that bird spots little Glenn, I don't think Wolven meant to get so far ahead. She does care for him, even if he has some rather unlikely origins. Oh, and Aluka has found a nest. But I think she probably just didn't quite realize in her haste how much he wasn't keeping up. So these guys seem all right. Those guys are all right over there. Let's just see if we can bring Zan back to the berry bush, and Puma can kind of follow him. So let's go over here, and thankfully everything seems all right. Let's just go ahead and we'll start a new day. And oh no, it was Haro who ended up taking the damage to protect his little brother. Oh, but thankfully Glenn is now all right on his own. So Vonku now, oh, we didn't actually name him. We should change his name. Let's see, what would be a good name for you? Perhaps, what would we call him? We call him, let's call him Dakunu. That's another one of the names you guys have submitted, and it just seems a little bit fitting, but I feel like he would realize pretty quickly that he should scoot out of here, because he doesn't want to endanger the rest of his tribe. Ursula, I think, would quickly finish off that bearyena and make sure everyone is protected, and Haro could limp away over here, perhaps with the help of Piper. Maybe she can come and, or Piper, or maybe Azurai. Let's see, he could dig there. Let's have them come over here, and then Haro could step this way, and Piper can lick his wounds, and Azurai can help lead him to that healing plant, just as Wolven and little Glenn are making their way out of the bushes. And so there might be a little bit of an interesting meeting here. Now, Glenn does have, thankfully he didn't get the poor eyesight, and he actually does have secondary ram horns, but he has a no paw, and he has some not so great genetics as well. Although, actually, let me look at, so we've got, he might be a good one to breed with Terra as he gets older, because she has this big body, and he has it in one slot as well as the heat body, which is not so great. But he might be a good second, or kind of a good, I guess, third generation hybrid. Now, the one thing I'm not sure of with Terra is I think we'd want to put in normal hind legs so that these guys actually have some amount of movement. And I think we'd want to put in better fertility. We'll prioritize that over the head, because I think we have a pretty good chance of getting the bearyena head in anyway, although we actually don't have enough, so let's leave, well, Terra's not going to make it until we have the the better fertility. So we'll go ahead and put in the bearyena head here so that she has a better chance of passing that on, because she won't live until that age. Now Glenn grows up in about 3 days. Let's make sure he's got great fertility at least. And let's make sure that we give him a better paw and probably the better head. So let's go with the better head here and the better claw. And Wolven can kind of quietly escort him back here. There are some roots there, and I think Kirnu would maybe perhaps be reminded of his now missing friend, and would want to invite this little baby into the tribe. Kirnu definitely has a soft spot for bearyenas when they're not attacking everyone he loves. Puma might kind of venture through this way. Oh no! Quinn, was that your berries again? No, I actually don't know where that was. Where would that bunny be? I don't actually know where that was. It's not this bunny, is it? I don't know. But somewhere a bunny is stealing food from a normal berry bush, and there is a bunny right here, so perhaps Roku can snatch it up quickly. And we'll bring Tara over this way as well, and kind of just move her into this area. But we do need to breed Melody, or we actually already have bred Melody. I don't know where that bunny is stealing from, actually. Is there like a berry bush right down here? There might be, but I just can't see it, perhaps. But we'll bring Kokoro over here as well, and we'll let Ursula, who also might be, well, actually no, Ursula would not, because Glenn has the same immunity, whereas Tara has different immunity. So, but we'll make sure these guys stay here, and Melody actually is about to pass away, and so we'll probably have her, let's actually have her go over here and nest, because then she can step over here and use the other turns to actually gather up these poison berries if need be, because that is how the tribe tends to have its creatures pass on, giving their last little bit of strength to help the rest of the tribe. Oh, and Hope managed to get a coconut there, but I feel like Condor would want to move on and would possibly, oh, that's maybe where they've been stealing from. She might want to take out that berry bush because nobody's gathering from it, and it will come back eventually. So let's see here. There's not too much the rest of our creatures could do. Oh yeah, it was Fauna who we were going to consider breeding with little Glenn here as well. She is, I think, a little older than Tara. Yes, slightly. And while she does have a better head, she doesn't have the big body there. She might also be an option, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll let her kind of linger around here. Oh, by Rochelle's skeleton. That's really sad, you guys. Oh, but, oh, that's probably where the bunnies were stealing from. But she did pass on in the way that's honorable for the tribe. She was giving them a last bit of food with her final actions. Let's see if you can catch this bunny. Nice. As you continue to venture through here. And I think maybe Blaze will make her way this way and kind of explore around a little bit. Because I don't think these guys are just quite ready to start their own section of the tribe just yet. But let's maybe have, well, we'll leave Hope here. And you can't quite catch that bunny. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's a nope. That is a nope. I almost forgot about this section of the tribe. This is maybe where the berries are coming from, or the bunnies were stealing from. I think Eden would go, Luca, run, and Luca wouldn't want to quite leave the berries and might just snatch a handful and then clear the path for her to grab some as well and sprint away. Although, oh, he's not actually out of the way, is he? Oh, I thought he was one. Oh my goodness, I've done it again. Oh, Luca. Okay, it does 3 damage, so it's probably gonna hit him once. But if we could get him to this healing fruit on the next turn would be okay. So Eden, I think, would want to just slip into the grasses right here. The bearyena shouldn't be able to see her because it only has 3 eyesight, and so 1, 2, and then she has some camouflage there, but it probably will manage to smack Luca there, and she'll probably have to hurry and help him get back. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to be an issue. Actually, wait, there's a healing fruit right there. So maybe we can just get him to that one. But that's going to be an issue we'll have to deal with next time, because unfortunately it is time to end the episode. Actually, wait. Does he have any camouflage? No, unfortunately he doesn't. I was hoping he would get a little bit of camouflage, because the killer bearyenas have terrible eyesight. But it doesn't look like he's going to get it. Oh, poor Luca. I thought he was going to be just out of its sight, and I thought he had one more move. But unfortunately, he did not. He was going to clear the grass to help Eden get away, but he may have been just a little bit too slow. Oh, man. Well, we'll have to see next time what becomes of these two. In any case, Eden, you're going to have something to warn the others about. And as I predicted, the peace was not meant to last, and Roku may indeed have been born into this tribe with a great destiny ahead of him, as he may have to help his tribe rally against this killer bearyena. So we're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.